Today in Apple News, a big FaceTime bug, Apple's subscription services, and more. I'm Matt Schuyler. Let's get started. So, we're going to look first at the big story, which is the FaceTime bug. So this FaceTime bug allowed people to spy on your video and audio, partially without you knowing, which is not good. This was very bad, but Apple disabled group FaceTime, which is a temporary fix. Now expect iOS 11.2.4 coming early next week with a fix, hopefully. This bug is being called Facepalm, so that's a really interesting name for this bug. I love it. I think it's a great name. Now, let's talk about some of Apple's leaked subscription services. First, their news subscription service, which will subscribe you to popular news magazines, so like Washington Post, things like that, giving you access to all stories and giving you access to like probably ad-free stories and things like that. And so there's a lot of evidence this will be coming soon, probably in iOS 12.2 or iOS 13. iOS 12.2 will be coming in the next few months, most likely. Now, Apple has a Netflix-ish competitor, so this is a recent Netflix message that Netflix prices are going up. So maybe now would be a good time for Apple to capitalize on this and get a Netflix competitor up. So, right, what they're starting with is just adding to their TV app, which will add just simple things like being able to subscribe to other services within their app. And then eventually, they'll be creating their own subscription service, likely next year early, and it will be a true Netflix competitor with originals and things like that. Because we have seen Apple creating original TV series that might be airing. Now, lastly, and definitely the most interesting, is a game subscription service. This would be probably an add-on to Game Center, probably bringing back Game Center in some way. And so, some of you may not know what Game Center is. Game Center was Apple's old thing they used for like multiplayer, leaderboards, things like that. It was interesting and does not really exist anymore. It slightly does, but not really. And so this may also include Apple creating titles for their game subscription service, and we're working with other companies and paying them to bring big name titles to like AAA games like Call of Duty, games like that. Fortnite is already on here, but maybe other big games, because some of these phones and the iPads have the power for this. And maybe even possibly the iPod. Yes, we will see the iPod Touch 7. And this has been rumored in many ways, including inside of iOS. Now, something interesting about this is Apple expanded their iPod Touch trademark to include gaming device. So we could see large power upgrades inside of this iPod, making it maybe more of a gaming device. Maybe this would have to do with Apple's gaming subscription service, most likely. And so yeah, that is really pretty cool that we're seeing this coming. And this is a concept by Venya Geskin of the iPhone 11, so let's look a little bit at this and some of the features we're expecting. Definitely better Face ID and definitely better cameras because there's more cameras. And we're also looking at a possible dark mode, which is really cool to finally see in iOS 13. And this iPhone 11 will have a USB-C connector down here on the bottom as opposed to the Lightning right now. I love USB-C. I will probably make a video talking about USB-C, what it can do, how amazing it is. And yeah, hopefully we'll see that on the iPhones. I would love that. I'm Matt Schuyler. Thanks for watching. Bye.